All right, y'all. Welcome to Street Church. For first-time visitors, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're gonna be talking about a mom um, and her son. This lady's name is Amber Lund-Wright, and her son is Wright. Now, Brixton Wright. Brixton Wright is a your average, uh, seem to be middle class American white teenage athlete. Um, his mom seems to be um, your average upper middle class um, mom, what they would call a soccer mom. I'm not going to call her a soccer mom. I'll just say, you know, uh, middle upper class white mother, right? And that's just for to like just give you the demographics on this. Anyway, recently, um, her son was on the football field. Apparently, I'm thinking it was after a victory for his team, and and even if it wasn't a victory, I'm gonna give you something on that. But what it was is she gave him a hug, and the hug turned into her uh, jumping up with her legs off the feet. He lifted her off the feet and cradled her. Right now, this type of hug is mostly seen from young men, young teenagers, young adults, adult men, and women who are not related, and it's would be considered, just because it's seen by others, as an intimate hug, right? Because in order to embrace her, he got to embrace her with both hands to keep his mom up in the up in the air the way she hugged him, because she hugged him and jumped into his embrace. So her legs and feet are off the ground, and he's got to cradle her. So really, the mom put him in that situation, uh, in her excitement, right? In her excitement to, celebrate her son. One thing that was left out of the conversation but put in this article that I'm piggybacking off of is that the son, it was the first time the son wore the number 44, which he got and wanted to have because his dad died April the 4th, right? So that would be 4-4. So he's wearing a jersey that's 44. So between him and his mom, this has got to be emotional. His dad died because of alcoholism, and I believe he committed suicide. So due to the fact that he was an alcoholic and probably depressed, um, and we know depression is serious. We know that depression is real. That spirit of depression, right? Um, because whatever is evil is of Satan, right? We know death, pain, sickness, disease, that's not of God, that's of the devil, right? Um, and because of the sin, right, that is in us and on this earth, right? Because you know, sin has entered into the world. We have death, we have pain, we have sickness, we have times where we don't reap what we sow, like we don't harvest it, right? We grow thorns and thistles, even in the physical and in the spiritual. Sometimes, no matter what we do, we will produce nothing but thorns and thistles in our lives because that is the curse of sin, Okay? So I'm just talking about the suicide and the alcoholism. And so it's sad. And he was wearing that to honor his dad. Now, I saw the hug. The hug was inappropriate. The hug was inappropriate for a mom, right? See, we got to be accountable and we got to be responsible. I'm finna say this because this is street church and we're going to lay it all out. Between a son and a mother, that hug was inappropriate. But it does not imply that there's something going on between that mother and her son. It was just the wrong move that she made, being excited about her son wearing that jersey. And if I'm not mistaken, they probably won their game. So to be able to win that game in his dad's number, right? That means something to him, that 4-4, that April the 4th. That's what that was. But was the hug inappropriate? Yeah, I think the hug was inappropriate for a mom and a son. You see what I'm saying? But social media wanted to do all this and all this and all this and that because they want to. The only reason they got at her is because they wanted to imply that it was something else going on there. And for that, whoever did that, you're wrong for that. Because that is not enough evidence or not enough telltale to go at this woman to imply in your comments that it could be something going on incestual with this mother and her son. You took something that meant the world to her to see him do. You took something from them. If there's nothing going on between them, right? Incestual. If there's nothing, and it was just her being overzealous, right? Then you just took something away from him that he can't even really go back as a good memory between him and his mom. Y'all snatched that from him. And that's what I'm sick of social media doing. I'm sick of y'all with no accountability. Nobody can know who the real person is who makes these comments to get this ball rolling, to get this snowball going down the hill, to turn into an avalanche. So y'all get to sit comfortably and ruin people's lives on comments that end up snowballing into thousands of people reaching out to this woman, hundreds. I know it's probably like 6, 7, 800 people before it really slowed down that was commenting and attacking this woman because of the way one commenter replied to a moment between her and her son. Because if there's nothing ancestral going on, like if you don't have any other evidence, but this one hug bothered you, so much so that you needed to comment and to grow this into something that it's not, then you wrong for it. Then you wrong for it. And most likely you're wrong for it. Most likely you're wrong for it. Her name is Amber Lund-Wright and his name is Brixton Wright. Listen, if y'all see this video by any chance, I think the hug was inappropriate, but I would have never comment to get something started against you two, right? The mother and son. That's who I'm talking to. Amber and Brixton. I would have never done it like that. And shame on the person who did that because they're not going off anything else but that hug. She's been with her son in all those photos and Instagram photos, and this the one that made some commenter, right? I'm being careful not to call this person foolish, right? Or stupid. Because if y'all innocently just mother and son and y'all have grown close, I mean, it looked like it's her only son. I didn't see no other kids. So if it's an only son, I know how mothers is with 12 kids. Okay? A good mother with 12 kids treat them like they her only. A good mother. A good mother will do that. And man, don't let it be it's her only child. Then she really gonna, you know what I'm saying, love on him. And the relationship they gonna have, most likely when it's a single parent, it's gonna be like friends. It is. You know, even to the point where somebody else gonna see them in public and think it's inappropriate. I've seen um mothers love on their kids like that where you think, what the heck? But it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just that's her only child and she loved that child like nobody else. And it's a bond there like nobody else. Now, on the other side of that, if it comes out later that it is something incestual, right? A teammate sees something that's even more inappropriate and later on, right? Or a principal speak out or a teacher saw something or, somebody come with some receipts to say these two ain't just mom and son appropriately like they should, then shame on you. The sin is on you and y'all need to stop it immediately. Immediately. Stop it outright, completely, right? But if it's not that and it's just just her mom, first of all, and want to say something, Amber, you're beautiful. And I want to point out something by you being beautiful and in shape for your age. I don't know how old you are, but your son is, I'm assuming, like 16, 17 in that picture where you hugged him. So I'm assuming that you're like anywhere from 36 to 42, right? Or 45. Anyway, that being said, let me ask y'all a question. Send me some in the comment because I'm gonna have you can look at the thumbnail and see who there is. You can look up Amber Lund-Wright, right? And Brixton Wright. And she's on Instagram. And listen, I'm asking y'all this, because this is the question I wondered about the commenters. Would y'all have done that if she wasn't as beautiful as she was and as young as she looked? Because if I did not know that was his mom, I could have thought that she was his girlfriend. You see? So now would y'all have done that if she didn't look good? If she was short and stubby? Huh? If she was big, fat, and white? Would y'all have commented? So what is that saying about you, commenter? The first one who commented and said something negative. Were you male or were you female? And actually, were you jealous? Because if you was male, you probably wanted to hit her. You probably wanted to get at her. You was looking out of jealousy. So then you just got mad and said something stupid and replied to make it a bad thing when it wasn't a bad thing at all, if there's nothing going on between them. And you did it because she was pretty. And the same thing is about a woman. Was you jealous that she was so pretty? And listen, her son ain't no bad looking young man. I know he got his fair share of girls hounding him down. He tall. He play football. He doing probably all the right things that he need to do to ensure that his future is bright. Right? Come on now. So y'all see, and that's what you thought. Because why would you say it's inappropriate? You had whoever was commenting thought two things. One, the son was handsome, and the mom was good looking, so now all of a sudden it's inappropriate? Man, if the son was real fat and the mama was real fat and he picked up his mama like that, would you have said that? Huh? Ugly. I'm talking about Rasputia ugly. And the son is Biggie ugly. Would you have cared to comment like that? If he had picked his mom, held his mom, because his mom jumped up there. He had to hold her. He wasn't going to embarrass her and let her fall. And she did it because she was excited. And she just so small that he got the strength to pick his mom, hold his mom up like that. But I just want to know, would y'all have done it if it was Rasputia and the Notorious Big was Rasputia's son? Huh? Would you have said something if them two embraced like that? Right? Come on now. This is Street Church. We're going to lay it all out. I just want to know in the comments. Come on, y'all. Talk to me and listen. I told y'all I was going to do it. I got product now. Down below, I got product. Nice little shirts, you know what I'm saying? To express, you know what I'm saying? You ain't with that devil. Okay? I got that, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? To sin down there. I got the crossed out, you know what I'm saying? Devil. You know what I'm saying? Shirt, I got some other items down there that's nice, crossed out saying, you know what I'm saying? This is Street Church, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that the people that come view me ain't with that devilment, right? Y'all ain't with that devilish ways. If you ain't, get you some gear. Represent. You see what I'm saying? This is Street Church, okay? And we just gonna lay it all out here. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would they have said anything if she wasn't pretty? If the son wasn't handsome? If he was a midget, right? And here's another thing to ask: Would anybody have said something if the son had did it in reverse? What if he had jumped in his mom held him up like that? Huh? What if the hug was in reverse? Would it have been inappropriate, or would it have just been considered a joke? Like we knew he was joking. Right? Or we knew that he just loved his mom so much, he just jumped up there like a big old kid. So his mom did the same thing, just jumped up there like a big old kid, because here's her big, tall, handsome son, you know what I'm saying? And she embraced him out of love and for what he did in that jersey. Let's not forget that number 44. So come on. This is Street Church. We lay it all out over here. Listen, like, subscribe. Come on, bring the numbers up. I don't get monetized, so I would really appreciate it if y'all bought some product down below. Every video has the product down below. Y'all know how I go. Hit the link, man. Buy some product. It's coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, men's and women. Okay? Buy some of the product, and just continue to like and subscribe. We just gonna keep it moving. I don't care about being monetized. I told y'all I'm gonna figure out all kinds of other ways to you know what I'm saying, to get this ministry financially set. We just doing it. I got some other things that I got in the works coming soon. So y'all just stay with me, man. But this is Street Church. Listen, I'm gonna let the congregation out. God bless.